Yeah, please. Yeah, please. Yeah.
Okay. So the spirit of entrepreneurship is always there. So when I started this company, and after a while, my initially my world was around Palgad, and and being in IT, it's very difficult to get the right people. So I did really struggle that I couldn't really move to the next level. So it took a lot of time, and then I realized that staying in India and doing business in India will not really help to take up things. If you really looks at it, in any development which has happened across the world, people have people who have done business or work outside has really flourished. You take US even. Why US economy has really come up? Because people from different parts of the world invested there. Am I right?
Yeah.
It's not US is strong. You take China. Why China is really emerged? People different from the different world invested there. So it is applicable to the business person, to the entrepreneur, that we should really think beyond a boundary. There must not be any demographic limitations. So if he really looks at it, the so-called the great companies are in India, the IT companies, Infosys, TCS, the business that they are getting from the foreign countries can be like 95%. So it's very important that we need to really think, because in India, it's very, very competitive environment. And, so that's why, I just started thinking about expanding my business across. And for that, what I've done is I just joined in different organizations like NASCOM, CII, Confederation of Indian Industry, and different All India Management Association, etc. All those reputed management association I've joined, where I could connect with some really good entrepreneurs who are into export, who are into expanding their business. So that has really enhanced my perception. And I found that I must not limit to my comforts, because a lot of my peoples are there with me, working for 8, 10, 15 years. So I must not limit myself. My comfort is not, it must not be limited to my thoughts and all those things. So that's why I started moving, and then I started connecting wherever I came to Bangalore, and then I started connecting with the young people like Mubarak and all, like who have studied in India. And I started connecting to a lot of students from different countries. The reason being that those young people are going to the future. So I just got aligned, and they have given a lot of inputs to me in such a way that what is that their country requires. So I found IT is a great opportunity for them. Now what is happening? A lot of these students who have studied in India, they went back, and we are still in touch. We are discussing business and all those kind of things. And that is how I got connected to African countries, and and then I started leveraging the social media like Facebook, LinkedIn, to connect with more and more people.
So that brings me to the second question. That is, there are many countries. Of course, you have answered partially, but there are many countries. I mean, why did you choose Africa? And has it got anything to do with your vision and mission? And could you please elaborate on that?
No, it is not choosing. Basically, as Africa, Africa is a country. I got the first business order from an African country for the core banking implementation. So my team went. I think Mr. Sanoj Nambiar will be here. He went to this place known as South Sudan, and we have implemented core banking solution. And South Sudan, of course, is not that comfortable place to visit many times. But he went there, and and when somebody goes and do something in a place where it's not really comfortable to do business. That's the ultimate test. So he has gone there and showed that courage of how we when a professional do that, I must follow that as an entrepreneur. So that has really inspired me. And then I also started traveling to different places. The first thing that I went, me and my colleague Mr. Sinoj went to Kenya for attending ICT Expo, which is organized by by Indian government and with NASCOM. So similarly, there is another conference so I went there, so I could connect with a lot of peoples. And you can also see that CIA used to organize a lot of this kind of programs doing business with African countries. So as a CIA member, I used to attend this kind of programs, and automatically I got connected, attached to Africa. And moreover, since you asked why I'm attached to Africa, yeah, there is a when you really looks at the continents, like for example, North America, Africa, and maybe Europe. Yeah, I always believe that Asian countries and African countries has been always looted. You know, so it is like everybody have really tortured, looted African countries, and it's a fact. So I truly believe that they deserve to really come back and to be the number one countries, number one continent in the world, because they have a potential. So it is my pride. I used to travel to African countries and used to meet a lot of people from US and other things. These people are coming in such a way they feel that they are helping African countries. So I used to argue with them, hey, boss, it is not helping. You need to give it back because you looted. So this is something which for me, I want to be Africans, not just for the business, because I believe they are very good in all aspects, and India is the best country for them to do business. That's it.
That's wonderful. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. Okay. So my next questions comes into that is, I mean, some a kind of case studies of a business life in Africa. So there are many people who have not done business outside Kerala or outside India or anywhere else. So can you have one experience sharing or a case study for a business life in Africa? And so that can be a takeaway for people who want to really do business in Africa, because many people are here with such a kind of passion to do business in Africa here.
See, we always have got the best of the support from the clients. For example, the clients, if you really looks at the Indian clients and African clients, when I go to Africa, from the time that I enter into the airport, you can see that, you reach the airport, people from the customer banks, they come with all the securities, vehicle, everything. And they always keep us in the very safer level. And they treat us not just as a software company, but as true friends of us, true partners of us. So they have given enormous level of support, and I have never experienced this kind of hospitality. And I also been into different peoples, and the way they treat us is something where everybody can really improve. So they are very good at it. They got a very warm, a big heart, I will say, to treat people in one of the most best, beautiful way. They really love people. And if you give, love, you will get, a double of that from Africans.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful, because I mean, this morning, when I was asking a person, why did you join this program? He was telling me, I mean, Africa, that is where there are a lot of shooting happened, the fight happened, blah, 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 because all kind of negative images that some people have created. Okay, so you are a person who has been doing your business for a long time, and you are fit and well and fit. Okay, so I mean, you are the right person who can say that how is the real situation there. So really, we will also talk about that, because that is an important thing that needs to be clarified clearly. Okay, so next question for me is, I just want to ask you one thing. That is, what is that one opportunity which knocked your door and you missed it? Can you tell one such thing?
No, basically, yeah. So when you really looks at it, one thing which is, opportunities are there everywhere, So it really depends upon how really take this as your goal. Okay. And another one is about, I do have a lot of opportunities. Initially, I was able to understand some of the opportunities, but I didn't really go out. I stick to the comfort zone in Palghat, because I truly believe Palghat is very renowned for that. Okay. So I was also like that, but then I realized that it's not good, that I'm not really doing justice to as an entrepreneur. So I started exploring, but still what I really found is basically many times when I visit this kind of I didn't do the real level of what we can say the homework that I am supposed to do when we visit countries and conferences. So there's something like a mistake. For example, I went to Kenya. I'm supposed to stay for at least 1 month, but I came back within 6 days, etc. So this kind of short-term trips are those things which I found that I missed, like initial days. So that again I missed a lot of opportunities because of that. Because I do have the opportunity to visit these countries very earlier, but I didn't really leverage because I didn't do the homework. But now I started when I go to one country, I decided that I'll be staying more and try to explore more. And this is one of my requests. So when you try to plan for something in any country, try to understand about the country, do homework, try to build that connectivity with the people, and do all the homework so that when you go there, you can really come with some really good takeaways.
That is very important, because when I was heading some injection molding and pressure die casting companies as a marketing head, I mean, one thing I noticed is that we just go there for exhibition, just participate in that. On the very next day of exhibition, we are back to India, whether it is in Europe, whether it is in anywhere in the world. Okay, that has been that I realized later that that is the biggest mistake that I also did. That is, I should have stayed back. I should have visited places. I should have, those people have come to me, they come to our stall. I should have gone and seen them, and so that potentially would have been far more, far better. So what you said is right. I mean, the people should visit there and stay back for at least for some time. Okay, so next question for is, I would request you to talk about some checklists, that is somebody who wishes to do business in Africa. What are the basic checklists that they are supposed to have with them before getting into business in Africa?
See, one thing is basically, there are some really good platforms like CII is one of the best platform for Indian people to connect with, because CII organizes a lot of webinars, a lot of conferences where, the government delegation and business delegation comes to India. And I have the fortune to visit, to attend this conference where I got a lot of big connectivity. So what I wish to tell them is to basically try to connect with the platforms apart from the individuals. There will be platforms in their countries also, in the African countries. So we need to know about those platforms and try to connect with them. I think now Mr. Sanjeev is one of my friends from Kenya, is there. He knows a lot of things, because I went to the CII and this kind of NASCOM's IT programs. He was there fully. So he's a connected person. So everywhere, when India does the business, this kind of Indian government initiates a lot of things. Like they organize this kind of conference and seminars across different African countries. That is the thing that we need to really look at it. And second one is about try to have personal connectivity also, and using all the digital platforms. So these are the two things we need to, before going and discussing about that.
So, I mean, in the meantime, and in the chat box, I have one Google form which is sent there. I request all of you to kindly fill that form, because as I told you earlier, we have two things in for the future. One is that once this is over, I mean, as a gesture of talking of appreciation for being here for this program, we'll be sending you some gift online online gift that we'll be sending it to you by email. And the second thing is that we would like to take this forward to a next level, where the people who are really interested can be brought in together, and so kind of thing. So please fill in that form, and it will be easy for us to take it forward. So next question to you is, Mr. Praveen. I mean, very interesting question. Okay, that is, if we divide African people into three, that is, one is above 50, then is 25 to 50, between the age group of 25 to 50, and below 25. What would be your view on them? Because the having some good labor is also very important. Having some good employees is also very important. Okay, as you know, that is 65% of Indian population is less than 35 years of age. So later, there are some statistics which shows that there are a lot of young people also there in Africa. So what will be your take on those segments above 50, between 25 to 50, and below 25, and how good are they in employment? How employable are they?
See, if I used to connect with a lot of young professionals as well as entrepreneurs, and I've seen that their ideas, their views, all those things are at par with the global standard. This I am telling about those people who have got connected, because you can see Just like, you can see, especially from Africa, they used to go to different countries like US, France, and Paris, and even India, and UK. They used to go for higher educations, and they are well versed with the latest of the technologies. Many times when I used to meet these youngsters, they got some really great business acumen. And uh, and I found, even I when I connect with the students community who came to India for the higher studies, it really has enhanced. It's very exciting to see that their talents, their leadership qualities, and their global outlook is really awesome. So we need to also learn a lot of things from them, and they are very futuristic. They also is very patriotic because they said they want to do something for the country. This I never never this kind of opinion, I never got from young people from India, but
Oh,
from
okay.
people, they said, sir, we want to do something for the country when we go back. Don't you think that's an awesome thing? That's enough, am I right?
Yes, you're right. You're right.
When people think about the country, and they are the people who can build. One such person, with your permission, if you have if you don't have another question in between, I would like to invite Mr. Mubarak.
Yeah,
Can I?
this is purely interaction. So let him come. So I can be
Yeah,
then we'll go for the next question. Yeah, please,
Mr.
Mr.
Mubarak.
Mubarak.
Mubarak?
Yeah, hello everyone. I think
Yeah,
you can maybe ask the question so that I don't interrupt the session.
yeah. I will introduce him. Mr. Mubarak is almost an Indian, I think. Did you taken the citizenship, Mubarak? You have been
This
here
is
for
the,
almost 6 years. Am I right? 5, 6 years.
yes, almost 7 years, I think.
7 years. Okay,
Okay.
fine.
It's a
So
second
I
home.
don't
Yeah,
know whether,
we don't need passport and all this.
yeah, that I can treat him as a African, but he's almost like an Indian now.
Okay.
He was the president of FISAB, Federation of International Students Association, Bangalore, where you can see that he leads around 50,000 international students from various countries. So he's an amazing, young, vibrant, leader. Where I'm sure one day he will become maybe the prime minister, president of North Sudan,
Oh, all
because
the best.
so no, so Mubarak, I would like to, uh, since he travels to different African countries, and he represents, the students. He represents the UN, lot of international bodies. Okay, so he has been a sought after person. Even I find it difficult to get in touch with him. So Mubarak, I would like to know how you can, what are the things that Indians has to do to connect with people like you and do business, and what are the things that right now you are engaged, so that the peoples here can get some information about how they can support you.
Yeah, first of all, hello everyone. Hope all of you are doing well. It's a privilege and pleasure to be here. And thanks to Mr. Praveen and also Kalyan for inviting me here. And it's a second home for me. India has taught me a lot of things that I always wish if I could pay back to India. What they have, I've done my bachelor here, I've done my master's, and I do Indo offshore business, which is India Africa business. Basically focus into medical tourism and also export and import and education consultancy. But mostly we are more focused into export business right now because of the COVID and other things which is there. Currently, I'm in Mumbai. So, Mr. Praveen, as he said, I think he has more experience into how to do business in Africa because the way he approached and the way he got to know about Africa. I think my biggest advice to all of you or anybody that want to know things about Africa need to do a great homework because uh, for us to do a business, we need to understand how world functions because it's not what you know naturally, but you need to do a real homework where you know about the countries, their cultures, and how they do business, what currency are they using, and all of these things is very necessary for you to understand because whatever it works in India, it doesn't work in some countries. So the same way, what Praveen did was it was a great or smart way of doing a business that was approaching us, because he has been a great friend of me, and we have been in touch a lot, and he has been visiting our houses. We have been having coffees of so many places. So that is how you get to explore Africa before even going to Africa, because the issue is here that there is still the gap, which is between African and Indian. So if you have a gap, it is impossible for you to do a business, because you won't be able to see that opportunity as well. For you to be able to see that opportunity, you need to get connected to Africans around you, which is in every city that you have. People that you see them, they are going to college, and students, they have something in themselves that you don't understand. You have never learned about them. You don't know them. So when you get to sit with them, you really try to understand those things. And some of the people I work with in different organizations now, they're working in high levels in government organization. Some of them, they started organization that now almost 500,000 they're earning in Africa. So that is a great opportunity. If you get connected to people like that, they will take you to the next level. And if platform like this can also provide internship or such a thing to African students who are there in India, then you'll get to understand the African. You get to also have representative. When they finish here, they go back home, they will be able to represent you. You will be able to understand the business, and you need to fly back there, and then you see how people are doing business in Africa, because the world has all attracted to Africa, because that is a new place, which I can say a green market still. So people are really going very aggressively. You have China, you have other countries that which are really interested into Africa. So India is one of the countries that, because there is a bond between India and Africa from very long time. People who knows history, they knows about this. For us to get connected is very important. uh, sorry. For us to get connected at that level of business, it's very important. But we need to understand each other. We need to have that, create that, the culture barrier which we have, understand each other's culture, so that we'll be able to maybe work closely on understanding the business. Because, like, I know people who started last year, just produce one product, and they send it as a sample to their friends in other countries in Africa. They just market that product, and it becomes a big brand in Africa. So you can just export that product. Some of them, they're doing clothes, some of them, they're doing simple things. So things like that. And some people like Praveen, who has technology, it is moving very fast. In fact, people are doing great, if I could say. And opportunities like medical tourism on in export import. We market also products there in Africa highly. We market every product that we have, as long as the person is ready to expose in the market. And we also take people for to see Africa. Like, we have medical camp that happening in Africa from here, like medical organizations, like hospitals, and also institutions that we took them to Africa, and they are doing great now. And some of them, they establish even schools in Africa, like Christ universities and other universities who started initiate there. Something like Fortis Hospital and Columbia Asia, they already started in Nigeria, and also they open offices in Sudan and in Chad and other countries. So people are really started doing this business. So to create that, not everybody will be having that capacity to do the business globally from the beginning, but by connecting with the students who are in wherever you are in Bangalore, you are in Mumbai, you are in Hyderabad, wherever you are. Obviously there are students who are African, they come from different part of the world. When you get connected to them, you see some of them, they are really ambitious about the future. So you get to understand their countries, their cultures, and you get to understand things as well. And reading about Africa as well can enhance your capacity of understanding the possibilities of doing businesses. So that is, I think, would be a good thing to do. I don't want to take much time. I know this is going to be a long conversations, and a lot of people are having interesting ideas to contribute. So it will be over to you, Mr. Kalyan.
Thank you. So, I mean, thank you, Mubarak. In fact, I've been staying with Nigerians in Malaysia, and you are the first person to call me the name without any mistake. So what I did is I changed my name to Ram, so they can call easily. Thank you so much for the first of all. And the second thing is, I mean, so I'm just going back to Praveen. Also, we'll keep coming back to those people who are from Africa, because this is going to be very, very interesting and exciting for everyone. Because I have with me, to my knowledge, I have with me those people who are making wire mesh, those people who are into ERP, those people who are some of the biggest seat cover manufacturers in Saudi Arabia. Okay, when Mr. Abdul Jalil is here. So there are, I mean, there are many, many people. In fact, there are good caterers here. Okay, those who want HR also is here. So the opportunity is going to be really, really, really big for those people. In fact, for me also, I'm a business coach. Okay, so I mean, Praveen, we just take it forward from here. And my next question is, I mean, if you take in the case of Kerala, in India, in the case of Kerala, I mean, this is not a manufacturing hub. This is a hub for tourism and IT sector and all. So, like that, if you take Africa in different countries, will it be possible for you or anybody from Africa to tell us, I mean, which is the country suitable for what kind of business?
Yeah, Mr. Sanjeev, Bintal, are you there? My friend from Kenya.
Yes.
So would you mind?
Good evening, good afternoon, everybody.
Good evening, sir. Good evening,
yeah.
sir.
Mr. Kalyan is a very close friend of Mr. Sanjeev is a very close friend of mine.
Thank you.
We were very close friends. I met him during the Indo-Africa ICT Expo, where I could see that, he always be with the ministers, and also he's a very reputed and renowned business person and a consultant, and he travels across African and other countries. And, he supports all the top business people. And he also, helps us to get into different business in the IT. So he's a very learned person. Sanjeev, it will be great that if you can share about the business opportunities for India, and you being in India and settled at Kenya. It will be good. You can share your views and how we people have to really take up to the things to the next level. How you can also support us.
Mr. Sanjeev, thank you so much for being here. It is our privilege, and we are really honored by your presence here. Okay, so we would like to request you to throw some great lights on Africa and change the misconception.
Yes. I am really thankful for this opportunity. And yes, I will gladly tell you, Africa would be the next destination for investment. Let me tell you why. Because it's not only the full of opportunities, as Mr. Praveen explained. It's like a virgin land, I would say. People are educated. They're all looking for new ideas and all that. I'm just telling you, not only in the field of IT, we have opportunities in, let's say, even in agriculture. You can do value addition. Let's say, even just giving you example of Kenya. There's so many bananas over here, and if you make banana powder and export, you can see the amount of value addition one can create. And this kind of knowledge is definitely related to India, where they have also come up from agriculture background. So similarly, one point probably Praveenji forgot to explain is that Africa continent is coming together. So anything you do in Africa will soon be not attract any duty. So that gives another opportunity for people to enter Africa. And third, I would say my personal experience here is that they are so hospitable, and it's not that what people have been thinking that it is too backward. All I can tell you, there is a pan shop here in Kenya. You can eat pan, so you can understand the level of, and even they have a good youth population, which is almost going to explode. And that is where the whole opportunity is there. And it is right now, I would say, is at the right junction when now Africa is about to take off, according to me. So if anybody of our Indian or anybody else wants to position itself, if they can do it, it's better now. In their own field of expertise, there is ample opportunity in every field, I would say. If you talk of even education, Yes, there is a lot of colleges required, institution required, and you talk of agriculture, you talk of engineering, you talk of mines. I mean, I think it's full of opportunities. Wherever you go, there is opportunity. But one has to have patience. One thing I'll tell you from my journey is that you have to have minimum patience of between 1 to 2 years. If you can have patience in that and keep on doing your ground and spade work, then I'm guaranteeing you that you will laugh for 20 years.
Wow, that's wonderful. So
So
adding to
that is
that,
my journey. In fact, how I started my journey in Africa, I will tell you. I
yeah,
came here to visit Masai Mara from America, and I fell in love with this place. I said, forget America. Over there, people never used to meet in the even my neighbor. I used to meet him in the lift in 3 months, and used to say hi, hello, and then he doesn't know whether I'm dead or alive. But here, when you came, they were so hospital. They want to talk. They want to listen to you, they become social. So I fell in love with the place. I said, forget America, this is the place. And I started when I saw a lot of opportunities in terms of, I saw with, let's say, that time I saw that textile spare parts, even like gears and all those things, they used to import. Then I showed them that, look, take me to one engineering workshop. This gear can be developed here. And in this way, I helped the country or even the Africa to save a lot of foreign exchange by developing those parts here. And
very
that's
good.
how my journey began, from engineering to pharmaceutical to construction to IT industries. And that's how I have developed and contributed to the development of both African continent, as far as South Africa, West Africa, in East Africa, of course. And of course, I've also helped at least 22
Mr.
Indian
Sanjeev,
companies
Mr. Sanjeev, you can
enter
just,
Africa and establish themselves
Mr.
in
Sanjeev, it
various.
will be
So
better if
I
you can.
feel for us, anybody else, Africa should be the next destination. And here, anybody making a wise investment, their profit margin or ROI will be better than anywhere in the world. I can
Wow,
guarantee.
wow, wow, wow.
Thank you. Thank you. Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I invite very short notice. Thanks a lot. I'm very busy. Thanks for the vision. We'll be again.
So one thing what Mr. Sanjeev has told, I mean, that is really impressive. So I'm just coming back to Sanjeev, sir, if you don't mind. That is, so that, I mean, will you be in a position to, I mean, tell us, I mean, here with us as of, to my knowledge, there are those people who are teaching abacus, those people who are teaching Vedic mathematics, those people who are, those who are into what you call real estate, and those who are into furniture manufacturing. So ERP solution, many people are there. So, I mean, which country is good for what?
I would say if you do a Google search, depending on industry to industry, you can take the first 10 countries which are progressive. That is Ghana, Kenya, South Africa, all that list I don't remember right now. But
Okay.
go there. Then, according to your sector and specialization, you can select and establish a base there. But of course, if you talk to otherwise, anybody wants to take, like in East Africa, Kenya is the gateway to Africa. You want to gain an experience, establish yourself in an export processing zone where there is a special arrangement by the European countries to anything made in this export processing zone, they don't tax duty.
Okay.
So if it is textile, if it is anything else, so they have a special where people can come establish themselves, and then from here, then you can expand to West Africa or whatever. But otherwise, if you want to go for more volume business, Nigeria and South Africa definitely is the next destination. And Ghana is right now coming up very well. So Ghana could be another destination. So it all depends on which about it, where do you want to export. So these are the things which you have to look at. Agriculture wise, I think agriculture scope is a lot here in East Africa, and I would suggest anywhere in East and Central Africa, because value addition proposition in agriculture is still yet to be harvested, I would say, because people are just exporting. But if you create value addition, your margin goes up. Let's say, for example, I've told you about banana powder. Here, a lot of avocado grows. If you make avocado oil from avocado fruit, then that oil is consumed in pharmaceutical, in cosmetics, and imagine the profit margin in that. So definitely, and the kind of employment you will generate. So I think, I don't know how, it is endless to say that opportunities are there. It's just that you have to tap it and put all your heart into that, at least for 1 to 2 years, and definitely fruits are there.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Very much.
Yeah. Anyway, we also have some startup from agri field also here. So I think asserting that I'm sure they are also listening to this. So Praveen, is there anybody else that you would like to? Yeah.
Kalyan, yeah, Mr. Rimsky, are you there? Mr.
Yes,
Rimsky?
yes, I'm there. I'm there.
Very good. You can also share the opportunities. What type of investments? What type of opportunities which is there in Cameroon? Can you please share?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Once more, good afternoon or good evening or good morning to everyone.
Here comes the actor. Here comes the actor.
Yeah. Okay. So when we're talking about opportunities, Mr. Sanjeev just gave some amazing points. Like Africa is still a virgin ground, a virgin land. It means there are raw materials which are still not at the consuming stage, which means that whole process is opportunities. Now, there are opportunities in the agricultural sector, not only in the products, but also in the raw materials to do the agriculture, in the machineries to actually convert the products into finished products. So the whole of that sector is still virgin. And when even you come to the technology aspects in the agriculture, it's not yet exploited. Like people are still just doing agriculture in the sense they go to a land, they don't know what if that land is going to be able to produce a good quality of what they want to produce there. So imagine implementing technology in that aspect where the technology determines the land, it determines the kind of crops that can actually be produced on that land. That is going to increase the yield, productivity of that area or of that sector. When you go now also to the different sectors, when you come to digitalization, that is a new trend now in Africa.
Excellent.
Everything is going digital. Like the e-commerce that you see in India, in Cameroon in particular, is still, we don't yet have any stable e-commerce platform. We have small companies still growing up because the supply chain is still very poor, and all of that is an opportunity. All those stuff that are not working, those are areas in which if good investment is done in, there's going to be very good yield from that. So when you talk about digitalization, we even don't have, we have a very young population and the education is still not enough. Like education towards the direction of digitalization is not enough. These young people are leaving from school. They don't have any digital skills. They are very less developers. They are very less marketers, digital marketers and all of that. So even when you come to educational side of things, I think there is a lot that India and Africa can work on. With my experience being in India, I was in Hyderabad, then also in Bangalore, and visited some other cities. But my experience there is studying in India is not only about the subject or what I studied in terms of the technical aspects, but also about the cultural aspects. I learned a lot of how the Indians behave culturally. And in that way, it's easier for me now to collaborate with my Indian partners in order to actually bring those amazing products into Cameroon and other parts of Africa. Now, when you're coming into Africa and you have the mentality of an Indian, obviously things are going to be very tough because you're coming into Africa with the mentality of India. It's different. It's completely different. The marketing that is done in India, if you do it the same way in Africa, it's not going to work. The way you get new customers in India, if you do the same thing in Africa, it's not going to work. You have to understand the cultural aspect of Africans when you want to sell something to them. They don't easily jump into new products. They're not easily fascinated by new stuffs. You need to come in a very strategic way, which is in somehow you need to get used to them, understand the way they function, and you now bring the products based on their needs. Because if you have a new product, even if you develop a new product in Africa and you don't take the time to get them to understand that product, it won't still work. You need to understand that if you're doing business with Africans in Africa, you need time. You need time for you to understand how they function, and you need time for them to understand what you're offering to them. Okay, so I think in those aspects there is a lot of opportunities. If anyone is interested to do anything in Cameroon in particular, or in the Central African countries, I am mostly for the fintech aspect and the digital aspect. But in the other domains, I have people, experts in those other domains, which I can connect anyone with in those different domains, which you can work with them and develop whatever you want to do. But the thing is, you need to have a long-term mentality. If you're coming just for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years and go away, it won't really help. If you're coming to just be working and you're not passing on the knowledge for them also to be benefiting, it's going to be very tough. You have to work with them. It means when you're bringing knowledge, they have to understand what you're bringing. They have to understand how to implement it. Then they will tell you, they will also show you how it's been done here in Africa.
Great.
So that aspect, we really have to look at it. So I think the collaboration between Africans and Indians, it's very huge. It's very huge, based on the fact that there's so many Africans that are coming to India to study, because we think and we know that India has, especially in terms of technology, India is like the top leading. And when we come there and study, what we need to do is come back and develop our countries. And when we are back here, the best thing we can do is collaboration. We don't have the resources, especially when we leave from India back to our countries. We don't have the financial resources. We don't have the experience in those aspects, but we have the cultural resources. We have the human resources over here to actually deploy whatever we can have our hands on. So there is this aspect of collaboration, which is a key aspect.
Awesome.
We have to look at collaboration as a key aspect. Whatever you're bringing to develop in Africa, you must consider collaboration first because of the cultural diversities. Only in Cameroon, we speak more than 300 different local languages, only in Cameroon, and in the other different African countries. And now, like Mr. That's your name, like you said before, the name is really complicated. Kalyanji.
Hey, sorry, call me Ram. That is okay for me.
Okay. So
I suffered a lot.
Africa is kind of uniting in terms of mentality, mindset, uniting in terms of resources. So when you understand how North Africans function, it's easier for you to understand how South African functions, East African functions, and West African functions. So they kind of have the same kind of mentality, even though they're diverse. So Like I said before, collaboration for me is the key. No matter your sector of target, you need to be thinking about collaboration. You would not leave India to come and start working everything from here. But while in India, you can create the network to get things done over here. And and both entities, they share the resources. Both entities get to share the resources. If here, your collaborator here needs financial resources in order to get something, you guys have to see how to work that out. But most probably, I would advise, before you actually kick off with real investment, you need to travel to the country where you want to invest or where you want to actually tap resources from. You need to travel there, come in person, meet the people, your collaborators, do everything from the ground level, understand some things. Basically, those are the initial investments you're putting in. Very, very important. Like me coming to India to study was an initial investment. And now I'm doing the other stage of the investment, which is now implementing what I studied, which I would obviously get now the returns after those different investments. So when you travel from India to the different countries in Africa, probably for tourism, but at the back of your mind, you want to understand the environment where you want to invest in. So when you do that, you would have a better understanding of where you're investing, how you're investing, and what you should invest in. And most importantly, with whom you're investing.
Thank you, Ramsey. I mean, in the meantime, I would request you to kindly fill that form. Okay, and
Okay.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful. Now, Semepia has raised her hands. Before going to Semepia, hope I'm pronouncing it properly, I would request Mr. J.C. Santosh. Mr. Santosh is here. Mr. Santosh Kumar P. Santosh sir. Santosh sir. Santosh sir. Okay, I think it's not there, no issues. Okay, so let us go to Semepia. I mean, could you please come on stage, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Yes, yes.
Can you hear?
Yeah, please.
My name is Monday Ojon, a founder of Center for Maximum Eradication of Poverty and Illiteracy in Africa. I'm a Nigerian living in Lagos, the commercial hub of Nigeria and Africa at large. I'm very grateful to be in this wonderful meeting with Indians and Africans. First and foremost, some of the speakers have said a lot of things about culture. Before you bring anything in Nigeria, are you listening to me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, please stop.
Before you bring any commodity or service in Nigeria, you must think about the culture of Nigerians. In Nigeria here, there are many scammers and there are many different products that are here. They are competitive. And also our culture is embedded also in our business dealing with each other. So any product you have here, and also you must know that the whole world, in as long as Africa is concerned, Nigeria is the largest market. So when anybody who have any product or service to render in Africa, they will first and foremost think of Nigeria. So when you are coming here to market any of your products, it's very important you think about our culture and also think about the kind of product you are bringing, because many updated, that is high-tech product, they are also here. So you think on how to also bring your own in terms of price. Nigerians with a little price, they will shift to the other one. Though they have elites that depend on, that want to consume something based on their tests. So therefore, number one, you consider what our need first, what we really need. Like the company that I'm trying to bring their products in Nigeria, deal with software. They design software in different industries. So in all these industries, there have been software that they use in those places, but their own software is the latest. So that is why I am trying to bring in their own company here. So number one, you have to think about our culture. How do we relate with other people? How do we think? How do we do our own things? Because just like the soup or the stew or the rice you cook in India may not sell here, and the Indian attire may not be sold here. So it is very, very important that when you are coming, you have to have a person who have vast knowledge in marketing of goods and services, so that they will put all these things into consideration before coming in, so that your product will enter into market at once. And you need to study our economy and know what you are going to bring in. Because in Nigeria here, our people like what that is, they like a tangible thing, what they can see. And also, if it's a service that can solve problem and reduce drastically the cost of things. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's wonderful.
Mr. Can I ask? There are other people from other countries.
Please. It's
Thank you. It shows the patriotic spirit. The spirit of Nigeria. So he is welcoming investors in Nigeria. Absolutely great. That's superb. So I wish to. Yeah, Mr. Isaac, are you there? Isaac from Congo. Isaac, are you there?
Yeah, here I am.
Yeah, Isaac,
Yes, sir.
I can also speak about the opportunities in Congo.
Yeah, not problem. Yeah, I can speak now.
Take 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And also, please be ready.
Okay, good. So,
Yeah.
I'm Isaacson. I'm from Congo, DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo. We are in Africa, and so today I can also share about the opportunities that our countries offer to everybody about the investments. We are a blessed country, so that you have many things here. We have their and where that we can do more.
Isaacson,
We
your
have
voice
already.
Your voice is breaking. Maybe you can switch off your video and talk. Your voice is breaking. Maybe you can switch off your video. Yeah.
Sorry, it can be a problem with network.
You can switch off the video.
Now it's good. Can I see? Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. So I'm saying that about my country, we have many things here. And our country offer many ways to invest in many domains. And here we are we are working together with Praveen sir, and we need to have many partners that can come to invest in our country. The first thing that about to invest in our country, the first is how to have some contact here. When you have a contact here, that contact will help you to know how to begin or to state to invest here. And second thing is to have some facility. So here we can make some facility to build a business here and to make a business in Congo. So other thing is how to have some markets. So the first thing before to have a market here, there is more condition. So the good way is just to pass to pre-financement. And here, before to invest, we must so have an investment. If you have an investment or the fund financing, it is so very easy to make business here and to build the company. So there is more opportunities in every domain here.
Can you just first?
So your voice is also breaking.
Sorry, it is break there.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a background noise there.
yeah.
Please, my background.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm asking somebody is a
Yeah. So your break.
Somebody is singing.
It is
Somebody
break.
is singing.
Yeah, it is break. I'm not
Okay.
understanding something.
Okay, no issues. Okay, I'll come back.
It is possible to remember the question.
Yeah, I'm asking you which are the areas we can invest.
Okay, the area for invest here in Congo.
Yeah, mining thing, something like I can tell.
Yeah, mining. So we have many things. We have coltan, we have gold, we have cobalt, we have ethane. We have so many things. There is many minerals here, and you can invest in mining, in agriculture, in education, in health. So that there is more thing, because the Congo, many things is so very empty. So the first, the things that we need is to have some investor who can come to invest. If you have some investor that you come, he needs to invest in Congo, we will be so very happy to welcome them and to work with them together, because here we are needing to have many investor that we can come and work with us. So there is many opportunities, but the first thing is just a financement. If we have some investor who come with some financement and build some companies in every area or every domains, so it will be so very good for us. And we can help you for all things, to have a paper, to have a place, to have a management. So we are ready to help you in many areas here.
Thank you. Thank you.
So this is a great opportunity. Mr. Isaac is a very important, important person there. He is connected to the government, so he will really help you answer the question. Sanjeev, thank you very much. Sanjeev, thank you very much. Mr. Mikhail from Angola. Mr. Mikhail from Angola, please come. Mr. Mikhail? Mr. Mikhail, are you in a position to speak? Okay. Meanwhile, Mr. Hiran.
1 minute. In the meantime, I have some people from India. Okay, who needs to ask something? Okay, so I think who needs to say something also? Okay, so I think Mr. Ranjit Vijayan. He's the brain. He's one of the brain behind.
Good evening, all. Good evening, all. It was a dream for me and my team of the Junior Chamber of Commerce to implement their individual expertise in Africa. We all have plans to visit Africa and to learn how to do it effectively. This was an eye-opener for us. Dear brothers from Africa, my dearest Praveen, Kalyan, and my friends from Africa, all from Africa. I came to know that you're giving great support. So we have plans to be there in Africa. 2-3 investors are planning to come to Africa. So we need a great support from you. This may be the start for a great start. Thank you. Thank you, Ji.
Yes, now we can call, thank you. Maybe we can
Hello.
call Miguel now. Yeah. Miguel Resto. Miguel?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah.
Kalyan?
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me properly?
Yeah, Miguel from Angola, please be louder, please. You can tell about the opportunities in Angola. Hello, Mr. Miguel.
Yes, yes. Hello, everyone, first of all. And yeah, I would like to say like about investing in Angola. I was sharing something for you guys there, maybe to clear understand about how is Angola right now in terms of investment.
Yeah.
But what I want to say is this is a kind of promised land. You know, we have a lot of opportunity, especially for foreign business. Actually, also we have a lot of foreign business around here, especially from India as well and from China. But one thing I can suggest to everyone who wants to invest in India or in Angola, he has to come to our market to really to understand how it works, because it's a kind of particular market. There's a lot of different things that not working the same in the other market. We have some things that are very particular or to our market especially. And one suggestion is for anyone who wants to invest has to really or partner with a local company or coming to the country to real understanding, because we have opportunities in all sectors, starting from the agriculture. We have almost like 60% of the land is favorable for agriculture. We have the mining sector, whereby we have a lot of resources around, even though our government has been putting some rules about how to export the resources, especially for natural resources. No? And also for IT, we are one of the countries that really invest a lot in IT, especially from outside of the country. Today we have a lot of policies that our government is being created is to incentivize the local business to turn into their process to a digital solution. So that brings a lot of opportunities, because what we say here in our market is like we are very few in terms of IT companies. So we lack a lot. We leave a lot of customers lacking for service because we can't really support all the companies around in our markets because of the number of companies around that are working with IT solution. That is particular one of the most increasing sector in our country. As well, we have different type of organizations that are actually working to try to bring to our country foreign investments. Recently, our president was traveling to some countries, trying to meet with different business people around the world, just to let me say to give the view that the country or how the country is looking now, or what the country is being done for bringing investment inside of the country now. So is like, if you guys want to invest, this is the proper time, because our government is creating a lot of facilities in terms of
Voice is breaking. Voice is gone.
Let me say payment, foreign taxations, whatever. And we also have like a platform called IPEX, institution that regulates investment, foreign investment in the country. So they brings a lot of opportunities there in IPEX website, where you can really see what can you do to invest in Angola, which area you can invest in Angola as well. And another way is the government is turning different business that was public, now they have been privatized, so that they can be like people that wants to start high. Let me say, government is being sell like transport companies, banks, hotels, resorts, a different type of things that was linked to the government. Now they are being sold or privatizing. Let me say, giving to or putting in the market so that they can get new owners, like a supermarket as well as we are having here a lot of these opportunities. And we are welcome people. We actually have a high rate of foreign business around, even though we have a group of, let me say, group of business people that from Angola, that we are actually like to self-employment. No? We have a lot of startups as well starting here in Angola. And another thing is like we are always open to learn. You know, we look a lot from outside partnerships. Like for us, an example, we created a gateway that connects different business from our country to other countries nearby, like Namibia, South Africa, Botswana, where we can meet and change ideas of how we can improve our business process. You know. Like today we have a lot of things from agriculture sectors, a lot of products, let me say like this, being lost because of the lacking of no other markets where we can export our products. You know, someone's talked about the bananas. Actually, we produce a lot of banana that our market can't consume a lot of bananas anymore. So we have no way to export those bananas. So we have a lot of loss as well. And the small business in agriculture sector are the ones that most suffer because the big shops in our country, they have their farms. So those small ones, they have nowhere to go sales, and makes the things even cheaper. Let me say, for $1, we can actually buy a lot of fruits in our country, comparing with our currency that is currently down. So makes the things even more easier for foreign investment.
Thanks a lot.
That is what I said.
Kyle, for
we are always welcome to.
Thanks a lot for sharing feedback about your country. I think you have studied a lot of things. I appreciate your views and sharing those information. We'll be in touch with you, Mikhail, so that you can help us. Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Mr. Kalyan, I would like to invite Mr. Hiran. Mr. Hiran, are you there? Hiran Vaya? Mr. Hiran? Hello, Mr. Hiran Vaya? Mr. Hiran Vaya?
It's not there.
He's there actually. Mr. Hiran from Kenya.
Yeah, great.
My line friend, I think, is muted.
Yes, come.
Okay. Sally, are you there from Uganda? Sally, can you contribute?
No, Hiran has come.
Yeah. Hiran?
Yeah. This is Sally from Uganda.
Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I would like to know about the opportunities in your view. What do you think about the opportunities in Uganda?
Yes, please. Okay, Uganda, we have the best opportunities. Sorry, I may not be able to put on my video because I'm still traveling from Uganda. Has a lot. Can you hear me?
You can switch off the video.
I switch off. Okay, let me switch off the video.
Yeah.
Yes, Uganda has a lot of very opportunities. We have, our country has a diverse economy where you can invest in different kinds of economies. For example, we are, first of all, a part of Africa. Our weather is the best in Africa. So I know if you come to Uganda, you will not leave it. Then another thing is, another thing is, we have a young population. If we are talking about the internet part, we have a young population who are really eager to learn about the world. So they log into the internet part. So from there, I know different Praveen and other investors can really enjoy that area of our economy. Then another thing that we have is the agriculture. like I said, we are a pearl of Africa. We have the best weather. And our agriculture, though is still not on the diverse because of the subsistence farming, but investors, I'm inviting investors in Uganda to come and utilize that opportunity of having we have the pineapples. Whoever is looking at value addition, I had my colleague from Kenya saying that they have the bananas. Yes, we have the bananas, but at the same time we have the pineapples. Whoever can come and taste Ugandan pineapples will agree with me that it is the best thing to invest in. Pineapples in drying, sun drying, pineapples in juice, and other things all together. So I'm really inviting you also into the pharmaceuticals, the drugs themselves. We have big to get action. For us, when we are looking for drugs, we usually look for Indian drugs. So whoever is wanting to invest in the pharmaceutical industries, Uganda is the best country to be in. And then in the transport sector, I think Uganda is the best importer of the Bajaj motorcycles. We have that business of motorcycles, and it's selling. Our youth are really utilizing the motorcycles. So again, that one is another best venture to come and invest in Uganda. So I'm really inviting you for the friendliness, for the weather that we are having here. So I'm really looking forward to partnering with any of the investors to come and invest here in Uganda. Thank you so much. Still traveling. I don't know whether you've had me, but I'm really, really excited. Thank you, Praveen. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Sally, for your comment.
You're awesome. You're awesome.
So you can see the spirit of Africa. Every people,
Thank you.
Inviting investment to their country. That's excellent.
Born marketers.
Yeah. So Hiran, can you contribute? Are you there still? Mr. Hiran, why am I?
Hiran's voice is not coming.
Mr. Hiran?
His voice has some problem. Mr. Hiran, maybe you can log out and come back. You can log out and log in again. Yeah.
Is doing that or?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Okay, so we need to go to the next person. I
think Mr. Emota from Botswana. Can you contribute? Emota, can you contribute? Mr. Emota? No. Mr. Coffee Ajmani, can you contribute?
Yeah, hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you for having me as well. I think when you're talking about Africa, I see Africa as one country, although it's a continent. Everything that's been said by the people that spoke before me is the same thing that I can replicate in terms of culture, in terms of opportunities, in terms of areas to invest in, from IT, from agriculture, from education. I think one thing I should do to pretty much help you guys from India, it's the same thing that I say to all English-speaking countries that want to invest in Africa. They see Africa as Nigeria, Kenya, and North Africa. And I think that's wrong. You guys need to change that culture. The guy from Cameroon who's spoken is probably will understand what I'm saying, because in Cameroon they had a joy, whether it's a joy to be first German, then English, and now French. And the north of Cameroon speak French, and the south speak English. You can hear from my accent that I'm no,
Perfect.
I live in the UK for 25 years. This is why I got this English from. For my country, in my field of IT, everything that come to Cote d'Ivoire, to Senegal, to Niger, to Benin, and all these other countries, there's about 14 or 15 French-speaking countries in Africa. And every investor that come to my country or our region, hello?
Yes, yeah, please.
Okay, right. Every investors that come to Africa tend to see English-speaking countries as the only area to go to. And I think it's a mistake that some investors make, because the French-speaking countries in Africa, they're a growing part of the African economy. I can speak from Cote d'Ivoire, for instance. We had 15 to 20 years of unrest, but for the last 15 years, the country is coming on board. There's nothing that come to a French-speaking country that is not tested in Cote d'Ivoire before the other countries. Okay, so my advice to you guys is obviously not oversee the French-speaking countries and just think of Kenya, South Africa. However, I know it's a beautiful countries. I know South Africa is, but you guys need to put into the picture French-speaking countries.
Yes, I'm
okay?
ready. No worries.
All right,
Yeah.
But there's someone else speaking. I don't know if you guys can hear.
Please carry on.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's it. I can say to you guys the same thing. We produce bananas. We go a youth population. I think is somewhere around 50 to 55% of the population. There's a lot of Indian companies already start investing in Cote d'Ivoire, in mining, in agriculture, because Ivory Coast is, if not the first producer of cashew nuts in Africa, even though we're the world #1 in cocoa, probably #2 in coffee. We have some mining in terms of gold and diamond. So the list is really huge. But what I'm asking you guys, I'm begging you guys to put into the pictures of Indian investors coming to Africa, the French-speaking part. I know you don't do it naturally because of the language barriers, but you have people like, not just myself, but we got resources that people that study. Last 20 to 30 years, a lot of Ivorians study in Bangalore, and I think in some other part of India. So you do have people here that can help you guys. My friend from Cameroon mentioned collaboration. It's something you guys got to look into. Okay, we here, we can have some kind of business model where we can hit the ground with your product, open doors, and you guys can come to obviously meet the people, or even do someone suggested before, come first, let's walk the street together, identify what you guys want us to pretty much kind of like put a focus on, and design the business model that we wanna have, and let's do it. But Africa is I mean, like the host said, it's the future. Everywhere you want to go to the West. Everything you want to try is already been done. Where the market is now is Africa. So we're here to help you guys. You know, we're here to have a business kind of partnership, and anything you want to do, just forward it back to us and see what we can do and what we can pretty much. That's my view. That's the only thing. I can't repeat everything that the lady from Botswana, everyone from Kenya said.
Thanks a lot.
Coffee, Mr. Coffee, I just want to tell you that we are going to launch to all the participants that, Mr. Kalyan, we are going to launch a digital wallet system in Ivory Coast, which will be launched across Africa. And Mr. Coffee, I got some really, really good friends, and I used to connect with all the Ivory Coast students, and they used to invite me for the what we can say this their Independence Day program. Even you can maybe my WhatsApp, you can see that I've been invited many times as a guest speaker. So I know a lot of Ivorians, and they are very good. They are very loving, and I still got really good connected. And thank you for your contribution today. We'll be definitely in touch. And I really request that, you really support the investors. We'll try to create an environment so that you can also contribute. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. The independence actually is tomorrow as well, as you speaking. Tomorrow is Independence Day.
Yeah. Friends, and they said, they are busy because of they are preparing. Yeah, I'll be joining there tomorrow.
Okay.
Anyway, advance happy Independence Day to Ivorians. Okay. Cool.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I mean,
so
actually,
Mr. Hiran, can you contribute, please?
One sec. Actually, I mean, when we were discussing about various destinations, I was telling Praveen today morning, that is, somebody was telling me, why not Dubai, why not Malaysia? So in between, I think this talk came, that is, why not Africa? Because there's a lot of potential. That's the reason that we reached on to Praveen for that, and he's really an eye opener for all of us, really. So kindly invite Hiran Vaya, who has been waiting, coming and getting all those muting and unmuting and all. So sir, kindly come on and please have your words.
Yes, me.
Yes. Sir.
Yes, Hiran.
Yeah, clear, sir. Yeah, very clear. We can see you.
Hello.
Good evening. Yes. Very good evening. Can you come in the video, please?
Is there.
Yes, can you hear me?
Okay. Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Very good evening.
Yes, first of all, Mr. Praveen, thank you for giving me an opportunity to talk. We have met several times in Kenya, at least 2 to 3 times, if I'm not wrong. I want to clarify some matters. When we are talking Africa is a big continent with more than 50 countries. And as Mr. Kofi was saying, we have around 30 plus countries who are French speaking, and the rest around 20 to 25 countries are English speaking countries in Africa. Well, I am settled in East Africa since 1995 in Kenya. And let me tell you, like as many people have said, Kenya in East Africa is a gateway for Africa. Down South Africa is another gateway. And then in the West, Ghana is one of the gateway, because as India, we consider English speaking country as a priority and easy to communicate. So these, and overall business wise also, these are the 3 basic countries which are a gateway for Africa. Another area which has not been discussed much about in Africa, especially East Africa, is a gemstone and precious metals, which are very, producing countries, Tanzania, Kenya. So there's a lot of scope on that as well, as far as the mining sector is concerned. In the software, as far as the software is concerned, Kenya is a big hub, because we have all the international company from USA and India as well, who have their offices and network in Kenya. As far as the internet speed is concerned, we have good facilities. And the skill is also now coming up, because there are a lot of small colleges and universities are providing the skill. So what is lacking is the giant software industries which India have can, of course, give a entrepreneurship and marketing on this field. And there's a lot of scope in Africa, and Kenya can lead on that matter. That is what I can say from my side.
That's good. Thank you, Mr. Hiran. And I also, Mr. Kalyan, Hiran is a very great human being. He helps people. Many times he helped me. Last time he's also a very renowned Lions Club member there. Oh. His club is very famous there, and we have a lovely time. He takes me and introduces me a lot of Indian business people. He's a person. Suppose if somebody wants to go to Kenya, he's a person you can rely upon, and he can guide you and support you.
Hi, Hiran. Thank you so much for your sharing your experience and your expertise here. We really need your support. We'll be coming over to you. We really need your support here.
Most welcome, sir. Most welcome. Anytime, please.
Okay. So, I have one thing, that is, we have...
Feel at home.
Cool. Thank you so much. So we have somebody, who is into, Rajneesh, who is into robotics. Okay. Who is teaching robotics to students and all. Now Hiran was talking about the education part and other things. So some interesting people have joined in today. One is Rajneesh, who is into robotics teaching, And like that, anyway, I don't have to talk about Praveen. Everybody knows there. Okay, so there are and other parties, one Assert India. I mean, they are into agricultural. They are agri startups. Okay, they create mobile apps. Okay, for farmers. Okay, so there are many people like that. So I'm sure it will be a very useful session for everybody here. So Praveen, we can call some anyone else who would like to talk, or from our side, if there is there anyone who want to talk or want to express their interest or any interest or in their what they are looking for from India.
I also see somebody from Ethiopia and from Chad, Mr. Ibrahim Muhammad. You can also share your views on the opportunities in your country. Mr. Ibrahim, are you there? And I'm also seeing somebody join us, Ethiopia. That's a good spirit.
No, coffee, place of coffee, right?
Yeah. Ethiopian Airlines is the world's. Mr. Raj.
Yeah, Praveen.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I appreciate your spirit of supporting us.
No worries.
Yeah.
Anytime. Yeah.
I'm sure you have some great friends in from Africa also do business in Africa.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's good. Would you mind, maybe share your experience? How many countries you have visited, if you don't mind, Raj?
I'm sorry, Praveen.
I'm asking you, Raj, because you are doing a lot of business. Mr. Raj is from Mr. Kalyanji is from Sri Lanka, but settled in US, and we have been doing business in IT. He's helping us, supporting us. He's a great entrepreneur, always like a kid. I'm very much fascinated, very much inspired for the perseverance and for the interest of learning each and every aspect of it. Today he also joined. So Raj, can you just brief about your experience of doing business with African countries? How many countries that you are into?
I mean, to be honest, Praveen, I know I'm talking to a lot of entrepreneurs. I have not really connected anything that is solid, right? Our main focus, of course, in US, Sri Lanka, Canada and London currently, right? I'm talking to a lot of people, but many of them still haven't materialized anything, right? So. But I'm pretty sure, in the coming months, I will have something solid, and then maybe the next time when you have a forum like that, definitely I will definitely give you some success stories.
Thanks. That's appreciated.
Magachi, Raj. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Mr. Santosh Kumar P. I mean, Mr. Santosh is here, but he's a past national president of JCI India. So that's reason. Mr. Santosh is here. Hi, Santoshi.
Mr. Pedro Viagam. Mr. Pedro.
1 minute. Santosh is here. Maybe.
Yes, Kalyanji.
Yeah, sir. So I'm sure that you're all there from the beginning. So,
I was there.
I need to take on you.
Actually, it is really exciting to know that this much opportunities are available in Africa, business opportunities, and definitely all of us mostly we are looking for opportunities wherever it is available, especially in a country like Africa. I think it's a great door towards whatever we envisage or dream. So I think we have to take it forward to the next level. And whatever inputs given by our good friends from different parts of Africa, definitely it is thought-provoking, and I think we have to make a follow-up of this session with the people who are really interested to take it forward. I think then only definitely I think most of the participants from India who participated in this, definitely even I have interest. If at all we have a delegation to Africa, I'm also wish to be a part of it. That's what I want to say. Thank you very much, Praveen, for taking this initiative, and Kalyanji also for organizing such a very fruitful session during this pandemic. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Santoshi. That's the reason we have this form filling, so that people can fill their forms, and so like that we'll utilize that.
Yes, Santosh.
Yes.
Yeah, Santosh. There's a great opportunity on the leadership. training and all those things, because I have seen in Africa, people from European countries come and there, and I've attended just to check out the content of the, training programs. And, it is something like, it is not, the training materials, the training contents are still not, it's not really empowering. Unlike, how we do the training and empowerment. You can see Indian leadership is getting accepted across the world. So I think there is a great opportunity that our methodology of leadership and our views on the leadership will be having can be a significant contribution in empowering because both India and African countries came from the same background of being being under the colonial this thing. So but India has really come up because of the Indian leadership. Okay, India didn't follow any other things. India followed our own, our own culture, our own structure.
Exactly.
So I think still the content of this kind of programs of leadership training is still being influenced by the European things, which is not to really, they are not really trying to empower, but making them, they just they want to manage. They are not really trying to make them leaders. So there is a great opportunity. And with all the digital support, I think you can also take initiative through JCS or anything to really train on the Indian leadership as such.
Definitely.
That's what even Robin Sharma does. He promote Indian leadership.
Exactly.
There's a great opportunity there.
Yeah,
Thanks for being part of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Santosh.
Yeah.
Semepia has raised his hand.
I think it's almost 9.
Yeah.
So
time to anybody else want to have we can take 1 or 2 people more. So after that we can stop. Okay. So anybody else would like to have some?
Kalyanji, I think the people who attended the program should say great thanks for organizing this, Kalyanji and Mr. Praveen, and bringing all the delegates from across the world. From across the continent, African continent. Thanks a lot. It was really very informative, very useful, and looking forward for more opportunities. Thank you.
Thank you, Praveen. Thank you, Pradeep. This is wonderful. Actually, Mr. Pradeep is into ERPs, customized ERP solutions, and he has been doing it for more than 20-25 years, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so yes, got such a huge experience in that also. So thank you so much, Pradeep. This is just a beginning. Okay, just a beginning, and we'll be having more and more sessions. And ultimately, we would like to have a business setup in Africa. Okay, after the world. So anybody else would like to have take on this? Yes,
hello.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very, very much for this wonderful program. I so much enjoy it, and I wish this kind of program we continue. I therefore suggest that we have a WhatsApp group which we can further interact with each other in order to further our relationship. As I said before, I'm a Nigerian, and Nigeria is the largest market in Africa. So we think about business in Africa, you first think about Nigeria. So we believe in foreign-made goods. Yes, Nigerians, we believe in foreign-made goods. So please, bring your ideas, your goods in Nigeria. So I am here. You can contact me for any advice on how you can bring your business to Nigeria. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. You Nigerians are awesome always. I've felt it many times.
Sanoj, are you there, Sanoj? Sanoj, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Sanoj, it will be good, you can share your experience with those people, with whom you worked. You worked with different peoples from Kenya, Nigeria, Uganda, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Sudan, and all those places, because, just Kalyanji is our executive director, Mr. Sanoj.
Hi, Sanoj, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
It'll be great if you can just show your face.
Experience of working with, the banking people, how they treated you and all.
So actually, it was a fantastic experience for me. Since bit I had some bitter experience also, but altogether it was a good experience working with the African peoples. So because only few unexpected things happened when we are implementing our application there. But altogether, it was a good experience for us. So we were able to get a good exposure in African countries. So in actually in Africa, it is once they are happy with your product or with your dealings that you are doing with the peoples. So actually, you will be getting more opportunities through their references. And
Yeah. Just now Mr. Because of the good work done by Sanoj, we closed $150,000 software order just through reference. We didn't go there. That's what Sanoj was trying to mention, I think.
So he deserves a clap.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sanoj.
Thank you
so much. Anybody else, from our side who want to talk, who would like to, who's that? Yes, Ganesh.
Ganesh. Praveen.
Your voice is breaking, Ganesh.
Yeah, just a minute, sir. Okay, it's me, Ganesh. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. We can hear you now.
Yeah, it was very good and informative program, and I consider myself lucky to have been able to participate in it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ganesh. Thank you so much. Yeah.
I think we can.
There is only one person, that is Madhusudan Pillai, who has been talking about this program. So excited. So, Mr. Pillai, instead of chatting on the chat box, it would be really great if you can just come online and say a few words. And like that, Salam also, he has been putting his things in the chat box. Okay, so what I request is, come, let us please come forward. Like, no, Nigerians, one big thing I learned from Nigerians is that they know how to promote themselves. we need to learn that thing also. Okay, so
Kalyan, there are a lot of suggestions and things which is coming in the chat board. I hope you will be taking care.
I'll be saving everything.
Yeah. One, the Nigerian person is asking for a WhatsApp group and all.
Yeah.
So please take care about that.
Yeah. I'm just taking all those things. I'll be saving it. Okay.
Fine.
Yeah. Nobody else is there, so we can wind up.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can. I don't like to use this word wind up, concluding. See you later. That's it.
Okay, carry forward.
Yeah.
We can carry it forward to next one. Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you, Praveen, and thank you, Safe Team, and thank you, Shaparish. Thank you, Vaishnav. And there are many people who came here. Thank you, Raki. There are many people who came here and looking at the potential of it. In fact, it was Ranjit, myself, and Madhusudan Pillai who first talked about this opportunity. Okay, so it is really an awesome one. We had around 98 people attending. Okay, in fact it was a soft kind of promotion that we did. So we will be coming out with again future series also. So we'll go big on that. Okay, so because we just want to get a feel out of it. And Praveen, I'm really thankful to you that sitting at Hyderabad after long discussions and you are able to spend time on this. Okay, thank you so much. So we will have more and more things to come, and we will explore the universe together with all of us. Okay, thank you so much, Praveen. Thank you, Safe Team. Thank you, all of you from Africa. May God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Raki. Thank you, Blazar. Thank you, Monzer. Thank you, Bina. Thank you, Raj. So please, if you're not filled, please fill in the form. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Raki. Okay, thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Bina. Thank you, Praveen, Pradeep. Thank you, Satish. So I'm just putting everything for meeting for all. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.